And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 299. 99. Today is Thursday, December 6th, and I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish.
Oh yeah, coming up on 300.
Right, coming up on 300. As an early note, we will be doing episode 300 on Monday.
Oh yeah.
And we also, for the giveaway that day, we have a lot of good stuff, so we'll be talking about that toward the end of the show.
Make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah, so make sure you stay tuned to the end, but without further ado, who won the free cryptic coins yesterday?
Oh yeah, no free winners from yesterday. No question actually.
Okay,
However, everybody else should have been sent all their cryptic coins from this past week. So thank you all that's been participating. Continue definitely sending those comments and concerns our way. So appreciate it. Yep.
What is going on, Malik? Tonio, what's up? Leroy Forbes, Hugging the Blockchain, Banger Committee, Shannon Allen, Malik, Cool Works. Yeah, Antonio said episode 300 already. I know, man. Literally a full year's worth almost of episodes. I mean, hey, this is what we're talking about with the receipts, people. Next couple years when Bank of America tells you they've been talking about crypto for the last...
No, they haven't.
Yeah, you know that's a false statement. I also want to give some blessings, send some blessings out to CryptoQ. Him and his family is going through some things, so I just want to send some blessings his way and hope everything works out for them in their favor.
Oh yeah.
And if not, of course we're here with you. Shout out to Crypto Blood in the house. Great Lakes Ruler is in the house. Here, let me do this Icewood for you. For those who don't know, the Great Lakes Ruler, look it up. All right, without further ado, top story of the day. Ooh, and I forgot to load it up, of course. Here we go. Boom. Who wants Ethereum for $13? A sudden flash crash on Coinbase Pro GDAX sank Ethereum price. What exactly is going on here? I see this lone candle.
Oh yeah.
How is this possible?
Oh yeah.
What happened and how is it possible?
Well, we've seen this before. For those of you who have seen Ethereum's price rise, back in the day, it was $7, $11. Went on up to over 1,000 at one point, and we've been in a bear market, so we've seen it around 100 lately. However, last night, one thing that can happen with exchanges is that they glitch. And if you have buy orders, this is one thing with traders. If you are on a trading platform, one thing you want to do is set really low bids just in case, because this happens every now and then. This has happened probably, I think, twice this year with Ethereum.
Right.
I think it happened once for Bitcoin in its history, but it was a super flash crash down to $13. May have been a glitch, maybe not. But if your order was filled, like last time, they let you keep it.
Yeah, they let you keep it last time.
If you lost, they return those losses to you. So if you have really low orders, if you're a trader right now, somebody is extremely happy because it immediately went back. So if you had it at the $13, $14, $15 range, you made about 6 to 7 times your money in a matter of seconds. So shout out to them. It's not many people, but most people, they definitely definitely saw that flash crash and panicked, because if you're new to the crypto market, I can see why. Right. I mean, you just see that and you're like, hold up, what happened? What happened to my money? So it happens, but those exchanges for you. GDAX Pro has to work out some kinks.
Algorithmic trading
at its best.
You're right. Exactly. You took exactly that. Looks like filled all my low orders, all of them sickening low. What just happened? Who else got filled in on this? That's what Cole Garner BTC said on Twitter. They have his little tweet here.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Again, it's happened before. This is the second time. Obviously, I was like last year and a half. It's happened twice for Ethereum specifically.
Yeah.
So at this point, I mean, why not? Why not have those buy orders just placed in there?
Extremely low.
Right. Put $100 in there and just have some buy orders set. $1,000 has a buy order set for that $13 market game, because 2 times the charm. I wonder if it's going to hit it for a third time, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's funny because this one guy on Twitter, he was mad because he had buy orders at $10.
That's funny.
Just missed it.
No.
It was like, man, I missed the opportunity of a lifetime. That's why you got a dollar cost average. Should have scattered them out.
Right. And speaking of flash crashes in general, wanted to talk about something, because I've seen, for whatever reason, there's still a ton of crypto trolls and Bitcoin trolls. It's not going to work. Depth of it. It's always funny though, because we're always like, why are you guys like paying attention to something that's going to die anyway?
Yeah.
But everybody has been asking us about crypto. I saw your show yesterday. You were talking about how you still wear the hats and the hoodies with pride. I wear my shirts and hats every now and then when I can. Definitely wear my toward the crypto gear that we received. But you know, I spoke to somebody the other day and the same thing. Everybody's like, "Are you okay?" Like, you know, the market. I heard the market's bad. Right? I'm starting to get the phone calls again from people I haven't heard from forever. It's like, "So, how you doing?" You know, really, they're like, "How's your wallets? You know, how your money doing?"
Yeah.
But the same thing could be said about the traditional market. I mean, then the Nasdaq just dropped. I know
one of the worst days.
He said, "Jesus Christ,"
in history.
I mean, listen.
I was staring at the chart when it was happening.
Oh
it was just
my
like,
goodness!
Oh, what is going on? Yeah, this is. Yeah, you're right, and also too. In the crypto world, the people that are coming out now, they're like, "Is everything all right? What's going on?" Or even people that try to be sarcastic and laugh.
Right.
I always remind them. I always, you know, tell people, it's like, look at my very first Instagram post of Bitcoin, or when I was telling people about it. Nobody I've talked to back then is complaining. Also, when the price went to 19,000, where were you at? Because a lot of people were like, "Oh man, I missed it and this and that. How can I get in?" And we were telling people, "No, this is a terrible time to buy it. This is the time to buy it. And this is when people are complaining." So it's great how human psychology works, man.
But no, I you know, of course, no one wants to lose money. But it was interesting to see what happened with the traditional markets the other day. Guy was asking me about crypto and how it's dropping, or you talk about Ethereum in a flash crash, or we're gonna be talking about Bcash and how it dropped. But at the end of the day, again, I asked somebody the other day, as soon as they said, "What's going on with crypto right now?" I was like, "What's going on in the traditional market?
Like the world?
What are you talking about? Like everything next year is going down, people. Yeah. It is going down next year."
We're on the timeline for it.
Yeah, we're on the timeline. So
and you know, what's crazy too is those people that don't like it or that hate it or whatnot, they never actually put their money behind their words. Because I tell people, it's like, if you don't like it, short it to the ground, short it to zero. If you think if it's useless, then
would have been a good plan this year.
Most people don't do it, man.
Crypto Blood, so that's how 2014 was. It wasn't cool to be in crypto back then, right?
Yeah, that was fun times, man.
All right. Well, right now we're reliving because it's not cool to be in crypto now, apparently.
Of course not. Yeah, everybody comes around when it's hot.
All right. Coinbase wants to own build trademark, filing reveals. Looks like exchange giant Coinbase is seeking a trademark for build, a popular term used by some segments of the crypto community. Public records show. They filed on October 2nd with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. The San Francisco-based tech unicorn wants Build to become one of the company's protected brand names. Why are they going for Build? What's going on here?
Well, we've moved from hold to build, and for those of you who pronounce it hodl and biddle, please go kill yourself. That's not how you say it. They misspell it on purpose.
We know you don't go on live dates. You don't.
Exactly. Like when people say it's like, dude, it's just a way that people spell it. It was based on a typing error on a Bitcoin talk forum back in the day. So it's just, you know, one of the quirks of the crypto market. But build essentially is a word that's been used by a lot of people in the crypto market. Coinbase is capitalizing by trademarking the word, which is another way to make money in this market. There's so many new terms, new types of technology. People are trademarking.
I'm gonna say, is that where we're going though? We're just going to everybody just.
Hey, people are getting crazy. People are buying website domains because people are trying to get websites.
Who got Biddle.com? We're about to find out right now, people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to buy it right in front of you. Coinbase got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, exactly. So it just looks like they're being smart. If they trademark it and then people want to use it, you have to pay them. So there's a lot of different ways to make money in this market. So even if you don't want to actually buy the asset of crypto, if you are an investor, you have to put in something in this market, because like we said, you can buy website domains, you can trademark words, you can trademark technology. There's even companies, banks that are patenting technology as we speak, simply because they want to get in on the blockchain space. So good to see there from Coinbase from a business standpoint. However, this could turn into a whole new rat race, I would say, by big companies to try and trademark stuff as soon as it hits Twitter. So if you have a good idea, you might want to start keeping it to yourself. They are watching. Trust me.
They're definitely watching.
I mean, we know because we see it on websites 2 days after we say it a lot of times. Somebody's watching.
It's not a conspiracy theory anymore.
Somebody's watching.
Verbatim, we're getting repeated in print on different sites. Going Bitcoin, what's going on? Crypto Wimp. Jizzy Mac, hello. Who else just joined us? Saw a couple more people come in. Allison Thompson, Dr. Cheek. There we go. Cool
Jizzy
Works. Everybody. Vivian Samuels. Hey, how low can it go? How low can it go?
Oh, yeah.
We'll find out here in the next month and a half for sure. All right, next up, folks. Bitcoin Cash drops 81% in 1 month. Why is it plunging so rapidly?
Because it's trash.
Exactly. Oh, man, you took the... Listen, I was about to introduce this article, and you took the words out of my mouth. I was going to start off by saying that, you know, this article goes in detail with some of the reasons why Bitcoin Cash drops. It talks about the fork, Craig Wright, Jahan Wu, of course, Roger Ver, all the negativity that surrounded it, all the, you know, everything, manipulation, whatever it is. But the bottom line is it dropped because it, as Bitcoin Zay said, is trash. You know, it forked off of the original Bitcoin after a failed fork before it. Literally, it forked after the Bitcoin Civil War from the New York Agreement last year. I think Bcash came with a month, 2 months later. Not even 2 months. It was about a month and a half. So it was just one of those projects that looked like a money grab from the beginning. They had an army, we know that. As they launched, suddenly the Bitcoin network became clogged and spammed. What we believe were bots, trying to push low orders to make the network look like it wasn't working, so everybody can come to Bcash. They had their army going. They were having people go to all the conferences wearing shirts hidden in the skies. But it looks like the lights have came on and the party has ended.
Oh, man.
What is going on with this 81.6% drop in 30 days?
Yeah, well, as we said before, Bitcoin Cash is basura for my Spanish-speaking people out there. Very trash, hot garbage. And the reason it is because they don't have enough money to fake value. That is exactly what this is. They're trying to fake like Bitcoin Cash has value. They have an army of bots that constantly say things like bigger block sizes will allow for scaling. So we need to have 32 mega.
More merchants are using Bcash than anything else out there.
And then they can't even agree. So then they split off into Bcash ABC, Bcash SV. And at this point, like we said before, they're just watering. To me, it's no different than a state-sponsored attack against Bitcoin itself, simply by taking what people perceive as, a trusted mining company with Jahan, and then partnering up with people who just want a money grab. We just, we're going to fork this off, buy it low so you can sell it. No, do not. If they give it to you for free, it's probably not worth much. So as soon as you get it, sell it off. And that's what most people did. That's why you have 81% drop. Bcash is not going to recover anytime soon.
And I mean,
we'll see, though.
You talk about some things that are saying. Roger Ver, I mean, he was on CNBC last year. He was on all types of interviews touting that Bcash was the real Bitcoin. It was faster and all this other stuff. It had more merchant adoption, which again, that's when you knew it was a lie, people. Their merchants don't even know about Bitcoin. But you wanted to believe that all of a sudden, they don't know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but their first introduction to it was Bcash, and they decided to adopt it immediately and start using it.
Yeah.
Like, just the storyline and narrative is way off.
A lot of people lost money, too.
A lot of people
sending
lost
Bitcoin
money.
to Bcash addresses.
A lot of people are continuing to lose money, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jones said Bitcoin is resetting in its infancy stage. Is going to be a process transition of expansion and enlargement.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And let's see right here. Be Well Tone Vase is calling for 1,300. Yeah, this is the thing about coins that are trash. The coins that are the trashiest and the ones that people hate the most usually pump the hardest. So
he's calling for 1,300 for Bcash or for Bitcoin.
But for Bitcoin, if he's calling for it to go down to 1,300, possibly. Like I said, we've said that before, that below 3,000 anything is possible, simply because you'll have people panic selling, you have miners that leave the network, and you'll have a state of confusion between people who feel like the Bitcoin price is supposed to go up forever. Because, right now, a lot of people have been basically saying, yeah, it's a bear market, but is it going to end soon? It's like, dude, bear markets take a while, and recovery isn't instant. It's not a straight line back up. So it's going to take some time.
All right. Let's see. Kind of piggybacking on that story, we have a lawsuit actually that accuses crypto heavyweights Bitmain and Roger Ver of hijacking Bitcoin Cash.
Word up.
That is right. That actually probably does not just a lawsuit in itself, but all the negative media attention, of course, goes along with that 81% dip in a month. But a company by the name of United Corp is taking a number of Bitcoin Cash actors to court today, filing documents that very clearly outline what they believe to have been a conspiracy which worked out to their detriment. United Corp is short for United America Corporation, a Florida firm which works in experimental blockchain technologies, including blockchain domes, which I have no clue. It's an interesting take on mining hardware. But they're saying that the suit is saying that the Bitcoin Cash hard fork should have been allowed to play out under the standard rules of consensus in Bitcoin Cash. They allege that Bitcoin.com's conversion of Bitcoin mining hardware and renting of extra hardware for the benefit of mining the Bitcoin ABC chain was an unfair practice and worked to undermine the principles of Bitcoin as a whole. A press release on the subject speaks about it further. Without going into more detail, I mean, no duh, people. This is, again, it's one of those things where if you honestly didn't know it, it sucks, but that's your tuition. I mean, that is literally your tuition. You went to a website called Bitcoin.com, and the thing was Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah. Confused people all over the world.
Right.
A lot of people was like, hold up, that's not the website? No.
So we get it. It wasn't, a form of manipulation, and it wasn't right. Not sure if you can actually sue for it. Roger Ver got deep pockets, and this is a brand new company that I would say probably just started not too long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have enough firepower to go against them, to be honest.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how it turns out. But these people are scammers. I mean, this is nothing more than this is a mess. I mean, honestly, they have a lot of lawsuits coming their way. This is the second one this year, I think, that we've heard of or reported on. But they actually have, a lot of people coming for their neck right now. Craig Wright thinks he's untouchable. That's usually when most people get touched. So we'll see. We'll see what happens from there. They do have a lot of money, but I mean, somebody might just pull a George Bush, throw that shoe at him.
I was going to say, we'll see who the real Teflon Don is soon.
We'll see.
Roger Ver starting his own country, he's like, I mean, I see why. He's like, look.
He's trying to be a Jim Jones of the
you can come to my island and come get me.
Yeah, exactly. Come drink this Kool-Aid. I got to put it. Yeah.
Wow. So, it looks like they're also talking about the market manipulation and centralizing what is intended to be a decentralized transactional system, enabling the corruption of the democratic and neutral principles of the Bitcoin Cash network. Bitcoin Cash was centralized the moment they decided to fork it off from Bitcoin without talking to people. All right, that's like literally 3 or 4 people. And those 3 or 4 people, Roger Ver, Jahan Wu, Craig Wright, and you thought I forgot about you, Jeff Garzik. I'll throw you in that mix too. Didn't try, but successfully forked off Bitcoin to Bcash. They did a good pump and dump with Brian Armstrong's help over there at Coinbase. Made a lot of money, but it wasn't sustainable. Yeah. The moment they made that money, it wasn't sustainable because it started dipping because they started selling. Everybody was selling. Yeah. So it was one of those things where, you should have known it was centralized from the beginning. But if not, again, this is your tuition. This is your lesson. You now see that when people decide to fork big decentralized projects, a small group of people at that, and literally control the project from mining all the way to the exchange itself.
To the wallet.
To the wallet, then it is definitely centralized. They own every facet of that ecosystem. So, definitely
welcome to crypto.
Yeah, got to pay attention to that. Looks like Going Bitcoin said Greystone is buying that dip. I believe it. Right. Jizzy Maxi Bcashers are crying about it being unfair is hilarious. Who are you telling?
Exactly. In a free market, somebody crying that something is unfair is hilarious, especially with the stuff that's been going on.
Michael Jones said Bitcoin Cash is like the Titanic. People are jumping ship. It hit the iceberg of reality.
Hey, man.
There it is.
A lot of these altcoins going to hit the iceberg of reality soon.
And it's going to look just like this, too. 1 month. But you know what? Again, interesting thing about this, whenever we talk about Bcash or now ABC, SV, Bitcoin Gold, Private, Platinum, all these different Bitcoins, at the end of the day, they took market share away from Bitcoin.
Yep.
So when you think about these prices, add in all these other nonsense coins, what could have been $600 a month ago was actually supposed to be into the Bitcoin pricing. But it's all right. Slow death. And that's why when it does bounce back, it's going to do so aggressively because people are going to notice the flaws in their ways from last year. With some of these tokens they picked up that they truly know aren't worth anything, and they're going to say, you know what? Let me just throw my money into this digital gold Bitcoin for right now. Let me just focus on this one thing and learn about it.
Because some people was buying 40 alts and just hoping for it. It's like, nah, this time let me just Bitcoin this time.
Gervais Wright says so. Bitcoin Core was already right. The Bitcoin developer is working for sure. They were. I don't want to just say Bitcoin Core. That's the Roger Ver thing he tried to put out there to further confuse and separate people when you're talking about the Bitcoin developers or Bitcoin projects. Excuse me. Morgan Creek Digital is betting $1 million that crypto can beat the S&P.
Oh, yeah. Give a shout out to Morgan Creek. Let's get him a go.
That's a big bet.
Put your money where your mouth is.
That's a big bet that can get you kicked off, if not jumped on Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on here with Morgan Creek?
Oh, yeah. Well, this bet is it'll be structured like the famous Warren Buffett bet in 2008, where he said that the S&P index fund would see a greater result than hedge funds, which he won. He won earlier this year. And one of the biggest things about Morgan Creek is they are one of the biggest firms that hold money for people, $1 trillion worth of assets. Ooh. And who's going to bet against them? I mean, if somebody takes this bet, you're basically going up against years and years of research, because Morgan Creek has been around. They've been talking about digital assets for a while. And looking at cryptos over the next 10 years, I would like to concede and say, yeah, I think crypto will outdo the S&P over the next 10 years as well. So if you bet against Morgan Creek, good for you. Good luck. But I can honestly say they didn't make this bet for no reason, man. These people are not dumb, and they're basically giving you a heads up. The S&P is about to take a big windfall. They've been giving you those little tidbits there. You got to catch them, man.
Listen, we're like at this point, we're definitely about almost a full year off. I remember at the end of 2016, early 2017, we called for basically a recession-like event to occur in the United States with the markets. We said it would probably be about 24 months out. I think we had like from 18 to 24 months.
Yep.
That's bringing us to the end of this year. While we are late on that prediction, late because I believe it's still going to happen, we have to add in that the United States continue to kick the debt ceiling thing down the road. We still haven't resolved that. This has been 2 years we kicked that down the road. I mean, we are literally pushing things left and right. With the government decided to shut down yesterday or something to save some money. You know, there's all types of craziness going on. And then I guess they even warned us that, hey, in 2020 we might see some black events happen as well, or some red events, let's say.
We're messing with China right now.
Right, going to China trade talk. So a lot of craziness going on. But the bottom line is traditional markets won't be doing well. Again, they've been on a 10-year bull run, people.
Yeah, exactly.
So
got to correct at some point.
Exactly. Kasha Tariq said Bitcoin Cash has one potential lifeline left in SBI in Japan. That's true.
Yeah, I was say, but I hope Japan gets on it. Also, too, we got a question here from Jason Young. What do you think about XRP? Is it a long-term hold or a pump and dump? I want to give this question to our warriors. What do you think XRP is? Because you've heard our take on it, but if I had to answer the question for you, in my opinion, it is a pump and dump, just an elaborate one that involves a lot of marketing and banks or whatever. However, that doesn't mean you can't make money in it. And I wouldn't hold it long term simply because from a fundamental standpoint, if it gets regarded as a security, what if they start confiscating or shutting down offices or saying that anybody that holds Ripple, you have to register or you have to face prison time? That's going to be a lot that goes, because it only takes one headline. XRP is a security and it's gone. I know Cashta is about to come.
Oh, yeah. We get Going Bitcoin said basically like a 100 trillion token supply. Of course, Cashta said hold on to it. He's all about XRP. Gervais Wright said a lot of marketing. Antonio said Ripple is a pump and dump just with a longer lifespan.
Yeah. That's why I say it's an elaborate pump and dump. They've been doing this. Right. It was like a 4 or 5 year plan to get people to get on the train, make it less than a cent. Right. And they were basically, everybody's goal, I remember in like 4 years ago, was like, if it ever gets to $1.
It was like 0.008.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah. Cashta, I know Cashta's in here.
Jizzy Mac says the bank coin, another tool banks will use to basically bend you over one day.
Yeah.
Crypto Crackhead said legit partners. All right, there we go.
Cool.
Kasha Tariq, there we go. It says security is a risk, true, but it's about undervalued assets and it's a business enterprise product. Now that part I will give it to you. We were actually talking about this morning.
Yep.
Not right now, but it's getting to the point where it's about to become undervalued as far as what we know, what we've seen what the market would do as far as when it comes to the bull market phase and FOMO. So we are entering that phase where if you don't have Ripple, and again, people always, we've had the bots come here and say we talk mess about it. We've always been honest. We say, well, you can trade it. It's getting back into the trading zone, people. It's getting back into the buy zone again. The only risk associated, even as it hits this buy zone again, is that, as Bitcoin's they said, if they come out and say it's security, the party's going to end. So I would say if you do like Ripple, if you're thinking about it, because again, it's tradable. We say you can make money on it, and it's going back to that buy zone. People, if it gets a little bit lower, dips lower. We've seen what it can do already when the FOMO kicks in. So I would say if you consider buying it, if you do buying it, make sure you have those sell orders set. Already. Because if that security news does come out one morning at, you know how the government does, 4 a.m. they put out a press release and, and they push. Because I tell you what, Ripple won't be the people telling you first that it's a security thing. No, they're going to wait to the last minute so they can get their money out too. So make sure you have those sell orders so if that news ever comes out, you can still make some money off it.
Yeah, SEC going to be sitting there waiting for you. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
SJ Smith said, MC Hammer said he likes the coins with the bumps and the dumps. That's too funny. Hugging the blockchain. How do we feel about Stellar? Like Stellar.
I like their decentralized exchange.
Yeah.
They do have a little stuff they have to solve as well, but I do like the fact that they are trying to build from there, but it's the same people. So it's sort of a pre-mine. A lot of people had a bunch of free Stellar back in the day, so yeah, we'll see. And
then, of course, Stellar usually follows the Ripple's pattern like a day or two later, all the way up until now for the most part, or at least until the last few months ago it had been. So, and that's looking at literally two or 3 years of charts has been following it. So
yeah.
Pay attention to that. For sure, Kasha. You already know. And let's see, last couple of comments before we get out of here. Let's see, Crypto Monk said XRP is also associated with banks, and if there's another banking fail, that's true too. Didn't think about that. Great point. CryptoMonk.com is saying that since Ripple is being used by the banks and institutions, if we do have another economic crisis, like everybody's saying, maybe coming up here in the next year or two, then it will also become a failure because that's their main client. That is a great point.
Oh, yeah. You know what would be ironic? If XRP's technology solves a problem, somehow they solve a problem banks have, what if XRP ends up saving the banks?
That's the flip side. Now, that is the flip side.
What if XRP ends up saving the banks,
yeah.
and then they can bounce back because they got lower fees, they can make more money,
right.
and then banks end up actually retaining that value.
That would be crazy.
Longer.
Then we would switch our tune on Ripple. All right, we still would say it ain't worth much, but it's been adopted apparently. But that could also happen if the banks find themselves in trouble. What happens? The government and the banks say, you know what?
Give us your Ripple.
Fiat is dead. Let's abandon this whole. Let's abandon using so much fiat and let's just swap this over to Ripple. So
yeah,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be an amazing day for Cash. I think.
Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. All right, for the free CryptoCoin, we said we're not doing it today, right?
Yeah, we're not doing it today because
we have a big giveaway coming up.
We have a big giveaway. Our 300th show, we will be giving away 30,000 cryptic coins.
Woo! Wait, you said 30,000
cryptic coins.
30,000 cryptic coins on Monday. For our 300th show.
On Monday, so make sure you tune in on Monday. On Monday, we'll be doing our 300th show. We'll be giving away 30,000 cryptic coins, and in order to get those coins, we'll show the winner on Monday. But this weekend, you'll have the entire weekend to do our first ever scavenger hunt. We're going to do the Gentlemen of Crypto scavenger hunt.
Digital scavenger hunt.
Tomorrow we will be releasing the questions, so we won't be doing the show tomorrow. However, we will have a pre-recorded video, or we'll have the questions in a Google Doc. However, we'll make sure everybody knows those questions. It'll be, a few questions. You can go through the videos, answer them. Whoever gets those answers correct first will win that cryptic coin. So thank you all for watching, like I said before. And like we said, we got this promotion coming Monday. Make sure you tune in. Definitely.
Yes, that is right. Cool works. 30,000. Listen, if 30,000, what's the difference between crypto coins and Bitcoin? What is the difference between crypto coin? It is more of a privacy-centric coin.
Coin.
It's decentralized, of course. Not a lot of differences, but it's a project that we looked into. We think it may be a good one, and we want to give people a chance to jump on board. So,
and at its price right now, the conversion rate, that's over $100 worth. So yeah, it is. For those who are asking on Facebook,
you save it, and FOMO hits again, and boom.
Yep, and that's at the price it is now. Project just started. So
we'll see what happens with it. All right. Other than that, you all have a happy Thursday again. We'll be off tomorrow. We make sure we'll drop a video to let you know where you can find those questions at and do the scavenger hunt this weekend. And then Monday we'll have that 300 episode.
Oh yeah.
All right. Other than that, make sure you have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday at 10ish.
At 10ish.
Cheers.
Cheers.